All right, crew, let's talk about something a lot of families are already feeling this summer. Is your child dreading the 4th of July? Are you bracing for the meltdowns, the chaos, the noise, the crowds, all the overstimulation that seems to come along with every holiday or family get together? If you're like many of the parents we work with, you've tried absolutely everything. The noise canceling headphones, the watching fireworks from a distance, even skipping the celebrations altogether and pretending it doesn't exist. And while those things might help for a moment, what if I told you that they're not actually solving the problem? They're just managing the surface level signs, not the real root cause of your child's sensory overload. Studies show that up to 1 in 6 children struggle with sensory processing challenges. My kids did the same. For these kids, events like fireworks aren't just uncomfortable, they're painful, they're overwhelming, they're even just terrifying. But here's what most providers aren't telling you. Your child's extreme reaction to loud noises, bright lights, and big crowds isn't just about being sensitive. It's often a sign of something deeper neurologically that's unbalanced. This video is for parents who are tired of managing, who are ready to finally understand what's really going on underneath the surface and to find answers that lead to true healing, not just avoidance. Let me first introduce you to one of our buddies, Logan. Logan's story is one that hits close to home for so many of the families we care for, and it's one story that we tell often. For years, Logan struggled with severe sensory overload. His family couldn't take him anywhere, not out to eat, not to the grocery store, not to play dates. Fireworks were absolutely out of the question. Even at home, every day felt unpredictable and exhausting. His parents were constantly on edge. They worried about school, about social situations, about how this would affect his future. And then one time, at a family get-together actually, Logan cut himself badly. And instead of reacting to the pain, he was upset about the feeling of the blood running down his arm. He didn't like his hands being sticky. His nervous system was so out of balance, it didn't even register pain appropriately. His parents felt isolated, they felt hopeless, they tried everything, but no one was looking deeper. That's when they found neurologically focused chiropractic care, and everything changed. And now today, Logan is a thriving, connected, honor roll student. He sleeps better, handles new environments with ease, and can go to events like the 4th of July without any fear whatsoever. He actually looks forward to it, and so does his family. His transformation was incredible, and it happened because his care addressed the real root cause of his challenges, not just the symptoms. So, what's going on with kids like Logan? Let's talk about the nervous system connection to sensory overload. Sensory overload isn't just about the sound of fireworks or the flash of lights. It's truly about the nervous system that's stuck in fight or flight protection mode. We call this sympathetic dominance, and it means your child's brain is just constantly on high alert. It can't filter out or process sensory input the way that it should, so everything feels like a threat, so the sensory output is less than ideal. The 4th of July combines all of those triggers together. Unexpected loud noises, flashing lights, big crowds, strange smells, different foods, disrupted routines, and for a child with an overwhelmed nervous system, it's the absolute perfect storm. So where does this overwhelm come from? Most often, it starts way earlier than you think. Birth trauma is a huge factor, especially births that involve C-sections, forceps, vacuum delivery, or heavy interventions like inductions. And if you know our story and our kids, we had both of those. My daughter was a vacuum delivery and our son was a C-section. So we know this through and through. These experiences can stress out and strain the vagus nerve, the main controller of the resting and regulating side of the nervous system. And it leaves a child's nervous system then stuck in overdrive from day one. Think not enough brake pedal, too much gas pedal. This condition is called dysautonomia, an imbalance between that fight or flight protection mode and that resting, digesting, and healing mode. It can't regulate properly, and that's why your child melts down over loud sounds, bright lights, or big crowds. Their brain literally sees those things as danger mode, and they're in protection. Now, you've probably been told to avoid the triggers, wear headphones, skip the event, sit in the car, and yes, in the moment that does help, but here's the truth. None of that actually retrains or constructs the nervous system to function better. It just teaches avoidance. Medications might take the edge off, but they don't fix the imbalance. Even therapies like OT or sensory integration, while great and helpful, they often miss the mark of the nervous system and it's still overwhelmed underneath the surface. At Foundations, we take a different approach. We start by using our Insight Scan technology. These are non-invasive, state-of-the-art scans that allow us to see much deeper, see the stress and the interference in your child's nervous system. The neurospinal EMG scan shows us exactly where that static is. We call it the noisy brain syndrome or the busy brain syndrome, and it helps us measure how the brain is struggling to process sensory input so that it can then perceive the appropriate perception and deliver the appropriate output. We then create a custom care plan that uses gentle, specific chiropractic adjustments to release that interference and restore balance, helping your child's nervous system shift from that fight or flight protection mode to a calmer, more regulated, resting, digesting, and healing mode. And here's where it gets really exciting, because when that shift happens, everything starts to change. We see kids who finally enjoy fireworks with their families. We see fewer meltdowns. We see better sleep, better digestion, stronger immunity, better focus, and more joy. And it's not just about holiday events. It's about watching your child feel safe in their own body and confident in the world again. That's the power of addressing the root cause. And parents, this is why we do what we do, because we've been there ourselves. Our kiddos were there themselves, so we had to learn how to take care of this type of case, not just low back pain and headaches. We're not just here to help your child cope. We're here to help them absolutely thrive. So if your child struggles with sensory overload and you're ready to stop avoiding and start healing, we would love to walk you through this journey. Click on the link below to schedule your consultation and insight scans. It's the first step toward helping your child more calm, more connected, and be more in control this summer and then beyond. Let's make this summer your child doesn't just get through, but truly enjoys. You don't have to do this alone. We're here to help.